And welcome to today's installment of the reverse desertification process. And yay, so excited for this every day. And really, truly, what a gift to have these processes. Thank you, Gary Douglas. Thank you, Dr. Dane here. Thank you, Access Consciousness, for making this possible, for really creating a totally different way of being with energies and having no significance about all this and really just recognizing it works. Gary and Dane are very pragmatic people, and so things that only work for a few people wouldn't really even make it to the books, so to speak, that they have. But Gary and Dane have a lot of books out, a lot of free information out. So if you want to know more about Access Consciousness, there's a lot of material that you can get either for free or for very little money. So if Access is intriguing you, please check it out, accessconsciousness.com. And if you go to the shop, you see all the different books and everything that's available. But also, if you go to drdanehere.com, there you can find a lot of free stuff from Dane. He has a YouTube channel that is quite popular, and he has a lot of information there. So if you want to check all that out, please do. And running these processes, again, I just want to remind you guys, there's also 3-day body classes that has specific facilitators that where you and your body get to exchange for 3 days. You get a whole manual in this class with a lot of different processes in there. And so that's another way to familiarize yourself with more of these processes that are really, really amazing. If you are interested in animals too, please look at the Talk to the Animals book with Gary Douglas and Dr. Dane here. It is also in the shop. It's an amazing book, and it has body processes in it too for your animals. So let's run the process. So face the palms of your hands towards the earth, please. And let's get started. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shorts, boys, pull, and beyonds. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shorts, boys, pull, and beyonds. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shorts, boys, pulvats, and beyonds. And please remember, this process you can also run on bodies, people bodies, animal bodies, and we've had some feedback that it's really changed some animals, gotten rid of some of their allergies, skin issues, itchy skin, scratchy skin. So maybe try it on them too and see. And with animals, it's also never about the length of time you spend on their body. It's actually true for all bodies, but we people have points of view. Sometimes we think if we don't receive for an hour, we didn't get anything, even though our body might be done after 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It's us, the being, that has a point of view of what a session is, a good session is. Animals don't have that point of view. They may be done after 10 minutes. And they might also soak it up for an hour. But it's neither right nor wrong, nor good nor bad. It's just whatever is required in the moment. So here too, just be aware of what's required. But don't make it a chore either. If it becomes a chore, you start resisting. That's just how we work. We're so funny. If it's fun, we don't even notice. If it's a chore, it's a big deal. So please intensify the process. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And let's also receive from each other. And the rooster. The roosters are so much fun. They have to literally let everybody know that they're there. Calling to each other. So again, let's receive from each other. Let's also receive from the earth. As we're gifting this process, please also receive. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And again, elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis, and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine, shorts, boys, poovats, and beyonds. And have you done a little research to see who around you is treating the soil differently? It doesn't always have to be the organic farmer. Organic farmers are not necessarily paying attention to the soil more. That's also a conclusion. Please don't come to that conclusion. There are some conventional farmers that have better soils than organic farmers, so please. And how do we measure that? It's really the infiltration, the life in the soil, the depth of the roots. So we're not looking at how many nutrients are there, but really, well, we might look at nitrates and see how many available nitrates are there, but not from putting fertilizer, but from actually having the healthy soil, have plants on them that are exchanging carbon. Carbon is very important for everything that lives in the soil. So sequestering carbon is actually one of the side effects of healthy soils. So what else is possible if more and more people are willing to really make the soil the priority? And you can do that in gardening, even if you have the tiniest plot of land and just in your backyard or even in your pots. Like, what else is possible? How can you apply these principles everywhere? And it's not about finding an answer to anything, but let's actually start to really look around us too. So, are there any people around you that are supporting the soil in that way? And can you support them by buying their products? What else is possible? Remember, you have a lot of influence by where you put your money. Oh, money is a great influencer. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis, and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine, shorts, boys, poovats, and beyonds. And please, guys, remember, even when this broadcast stops, be this energy for the earth. You don't have to make it significant and just sit there and do this process. You can be the walking, talking contribution to planet Earth. Also, the more you're willing to receive, please receive. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis, and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine, shorts, boys, poovats, and beyonds. So thank you so much. I will see you again tomorrow. What else is possible? Thank you, thank you, thank you.